Hello everyone, welcome to Royal Palace online crash course. Today in this lecture I am going to discuss about calorimetry. This is a part in heat in thermal properties of liquids. Calorimetry means measurement of heat. Metry indicates measurements. It is measuring the heat. It is nothing but measurement. In calorimetry, first we will start with Joule's law. Joule's law. Joule's law gives the conversion of mechanical energy into heat energy. Mechanical energy into heat energy. Mechanical energy is converted into heat energy. Again same we will discuss in thermodynamics also. W is equal to JH, work done is equal to J into H, where J is called mechanical equivalent of heat. J is equal to mechanical equivalent of heat. Mechanical equivalent of heat. That means if a water drop is falling from a height h, if a water drop is falling from a height h, if total potential energy is utilized to raise its temperature, then what is the condition? Means mgh is the work done is equal to J into ms delta T, where ms delta T is the formula for heat. Heat energy, heat is a form of energy which flows from high temperature to low temperature. So formula for heat, that is denoted by Q, is equal to ms delta T, where m is mass of the body, m is equal to mass of the body, S is equal to specific heat, specific heat. It is the property of the body. Specific heat is the amount of heat energy required to raise temperature of 1 unit mass of a body through 1 degree centigrade. That means S is equal to Q by m delta T. S is equal to Q by m delta T. S is equal to Q when m is equal to 1, delta T is equal to 1. Okay. The amount of heat required to raise temperature of 1 unit mass of a body through 1 degree centigrade is called specific heat. Specific heat of water, you can remember it as 1 calorie per gram per degree centigrade. 1 calorie per gram per degree centigrade. This is per water. Specific heat of ice is 0.5 calorie per gram per degree centigrade. And in the measurement of temperature, when you are measuring temperature, there are different scales are there. There are different scales for measuring temperature. Those are Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale, Raman scale and Kelvin scale. So for that there is one formula, C by 100 is equal to F minus 32 by 180 is equal to R by 80. And what Celsius is there? For Celsius, if you add 273, you will get Kelvin. 1 degree Celsius is equal to, suppose if there is 273 Kelvin, it is equal to 1 degree Celsius, 0 degrees Celsius. 0 degrees Celsius. That means here how we are making this scale reading is, Celsius scale will start from 0. Melting point of ice is taken as the lower fixed point. Boiling point of water is taken as higher fixed point. From here to here, he divided the scale into 100 equal divisions. 100 equal divisions he has divided. And each division he called it as centigrade or Celsius. He called it as centigrade based on that. According to him, this is the condition. But Fahrenheit has started from 32. And he also, according to him, according to Celsius, water becomes ice at 0 degrees Celsius, but according to Fahrenheit, water becomes ice at 32 degree Fahrenheit. This is the difference, only reference point. Even in a, if you take the reference you are measuring from 0, 10 centimeter will be equal to 10 only. Suppose your reference point is -5, 10 centimeter will appear as 15 centimeter. That is only the difference. So general formula is reading minus lower fixed point, reading minus lower fixed point, that is LFP by upper fixed point minus lower fixed point. This is the general formula for all scales of temperatures. So sometimes they will give, convert 32 degrees Celsius into Fahrenheit. In that case, what you have to do? 32 by 100 is equal to F minus 32 by 180. If you solve this, you will get F value. Okay. This is the condition. So suppose if you are making a new scale of temperature, suppose you have manufactured a new scale, in that you can write reading minus lower fixed point by upper fixed point minus lower fixed point is equal to C by 100. There is a faulty thermometer, that means a thermometer is newly designed. According to that thermometer, water becomes ice at 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees, suppose the new scale will take it as some x. In x scale, 20 degrees x, at which the lower fixed point is fixed, and upper fixed point is fixed as 150. Assume upper fixed point is fixed as 150. In this scale, if you have a reading of 40x, then that is equal to how many Celsius centigrade, they will ask. In that case, you have to use 40 minus 20 by 150 minus 20 is equal to C by 100. This also we got from that only. C minus 0 by 100 minus 0. 100 minus 0. And next is Raman scale. Raman scale, the thing is, it starts from 0, ends with 80. And Kelvin scale, Kelvin conversion you already know. When you know centigrade plus 273 is Kelvin. So this is the concept regarding the conversion of different readings, different scales of temperature. These are the scales of temperature measurement. Scales of temperature. This is how you have to measure. That depends upon lower fixed, that means this is a scale. So according to, for designing a measurement, already in a measurement topic I told, you have to take a natural phenomena which is same for everyone. Suppose if you want to define second, you have to take a universal truth, from that you have to define second. So to define second, we can take rotation of earth as universal truth. Time taken for rotation of earth divide by 24 parts, that we call it as 1 hour. And that hour, if you divide by another 60 parts, we call it as a minute. Again, each minute if you divide by again 60 parts, we call it as a second. So 1 by 8604th part of duration of a day is called second. That means in order to give some measurement, you have to take a universal truth, because water becomes ice, that is universal truth. But according to Celsius, it becomes at 0 degrees Celsius. According to Fahrenheit, it becomes at 32 degree Fahrenheit, but both are same. Both are same. If you take Gauss law and Coulomb's law, both are same, signs will be always same, concept may be different but science is always same. So according to him it melts at 0 degrees Celsius, but according to this person it melts at 32 degree Fahrenheit. So this 0 is equal to 32, only the difference is measurement. If you measure the rate of a thing, suppose the rate of a thing is 1 rupee, we will measure it as 1 rupee. If you measure in terms of paisa, it is equal to 100 paise, both are same only. But thing is measurement technique is different. So here they will ask you to convert one scale to other scale. When they are asking you to convert one scale to other scale, this is the phenomena which you can follow. C by 100 is equal to F minus 32 by 180 is equal to R by 80. And if you make your own thermometer, suppose if you make your own thermometer in future, you can use this formula, reading minus lower fixed point by upper fixed point minus lower fixed point. So this is about measurement of temperature. Temperature gives the degree of hotness of the body, and from heat always flows from high temperature to low temperature. Now let us see the law of mixtures now. Most important part of calorimetry is law of mixtures. Let us discuss law of mixtures in detail. Law of mixtures. Before going to that, we have to understand the stages of states of water, how it will change. So here in y-axis I will take temperature. Suppose there is ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. Ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius, I given heat. Ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius will become ice at 0 degrees Celsius. This is ice only. Again, ice at 0 degrees Celsius will convert to 0 degrees water. This is very important point. It converts into 0 degrees water. I am writing it as H2O, 0 degrees water. It becomes 0 degrees water. Why? Because all are H2O only, we will make this as water only, 0 degrees water. Now, water at 0 degrees Celsius, now what happens is, water at 0 degrees Celsius will be water. If you give heat, it will take 100 degrees and it will become 100 degrees water. 100 degrees water. And water at 100 degrees Celsius, if you give further heat, it will become steam at 100 degrees Celsius. 100 degrees Celsius. And the heat supplied from here to here is ms delta T. Here you have to take specific heat of ice. And the heat which is developed, which you have given here, is called latent heat. Latent heat means hidden heat. Latent heat is the heat given to change the state of the water. You have to change, we are changing solid state to liquid state. This is called latent heat of fusion. Latent heat of fusion. And this latent heat of fusion is given by the formula mass into L ice, latent heat of ice. And why this is called latent heat? Because temperature remains same, and if temperature remains same, what happens to this heat? This heat is utilized to increase the length between the two molecules. In solid, molecules are very closely associated, but in liquid, molecules are separated by some distance. To break that bonds, we are using this heat. And from here to here, again we will use ms delta T. This is again water. You have to use specific heat of water. Again from here to here, we are giving again latent heat, that is latent heat of vaporization. We will use the L value of steam. And L value of ice is, in CGS unit, it is 80 calorie per gram. And latent heat of ice, latent heat of steam is equal to 540 calorie per gram. This is the condition. So, from this what you can understand, we can't have water at minus 10 degrees Celsius. Minus 1 degree Celsius water is not possible. And ice at 10 degrees Celsius is not possible. And water at 101 degrees, water at 102 degrees is not possible. And steam at 90 degrees is not possible. So, this is the criteria what you have to remember. Suppose if I give a question, please convert 1 gram of steam, 1 gram of steam, 1 gram of steam at 100 degrees Celsius to 1 gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius, if this is the question given. Now, first 1 gram of steam, first it should become 100 degrees steam should become 100 degrees water. So, first you have to take M into L, that is ice, sorry not ice, steam, sorry, steam plus steam at 100 degrees has become water at 100 degrees. This part is completed. Next, water at 100 degrees will become water at this is ms delta T, water at 100 degrees will become water at 0 degrees. Again, water at 0 degrees will become ice at 0 degrees. Again, M into L. Here you have to take ice. Now, let us see what answer you will get. 1 into 540 plus 1 into 100 plus 1 into 80. Now, you got ice at 0 degrees Celsius. So, this is the condition to convert 540, 640 plus 80. This is 720. 720 calories are required to convert 1 gram of steam at 100 degrees Celsius to 1 gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius. So, this is how the conversion scale is. This is called conversion scale. How it the scale is minus. Suppose still you are going further, minus 10 degrees ice. Again you have to add ms delta T. Here you have to take specific heat of ice 1 into 0.5 into 10. That will be the conversion. So, next we will see law of mixtures. So, this is most confusing part of calorimetry, and most of the students will not understand how to decide the equilibrium temperature and how to decide the states of the equilibrium. See, law of mixtures statement is very simple. What the statement says is, heat lost by hot body will lose heat and cold body will take the heat. This is what law of mixture says. Heat gained, heat lost is equal to heat gained. That means suppose if two bodies are having different temperature, if they are combined, two liquids which are having different temperature, if they are combined, then the body at higher temperature will lose heat and body at lower temperature will gain the heat. This is what this law says. Very simple. But how to solve problems? Suppose question is 1 gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius is mixed with 1 gram of steam. 1 gram of steam at 100 degrees Celsius. This is the mixture. Now decide. The question is, statement is very simple. Nobody is going to ask you what is the statement of law of mixtures in your competitive exams, because you already finished PUC and you are eagerly waiting to write competitive exams. They are getting postponed day by day. So, if there long wait, completes in only last 3 hours. Now in this what you have to decide is which is hot body, which is cold body, that you can decide very easily in the exam. Suppose this question is came in the exam, you will decide very easily. Steam is hot body, ice is cold body. Now according to our law of mixtures, hot body should lose heat. First you have to decide what is the next step possible. Steam, what is the next step possible? Again you go back to, just scroll back your video and see the conversion scale. What is the next step possible? Next step possible is steam at 100 degrees can become water at 100 degrees. That is the next possible state. So 1 gram of water, 1 gram of water, 1 gram of water at 100 degrees Celsius. This is the least possible stage. Next, if it loses heat, this is the next possibility. So if it loses this much, how much heat it will lose? 540 it will lose. 540 calories it will lose, because M into L, L value of steam is 540, 540 calories it will lose. So according to our law of mixtures, this 540 calories should be taken up by ice. If 540 calories is taken up by ice, what is the next step for ice? Ice at 1 degree Celsius is possible? No. Ice at 2 degrees Celsius? Not possible. So ice at 0 degrees Celsius will convert into water at 0 degrees Celsius. So next possibility is it has converted into water. 1 gram of water, 1 gram of water at 0 degrees Celsius we got. Now whether we got equilibrium? Equilibrium means temperature, we should get one common temperature. Whether we got common temperature? No. How much this has taken for becoming 0 degrees ice to 0 degrees water? 80 calories it has taken, right? So how much was available? 540 was available. In that 80 calories it has used. Whether we got equilibrium temperature? That you have to think first. Whether we got equilibrium? No. Still heat will flow. Still flow is there. So this 1 gram of water at 0 degrees will convert into, maximum possibility is 1 gram of water at 0 degrees will become water at 100 degrees. So 1 gram of water, 1 gram of water at 100 degrees. 1 gram of water at 100 degrees. Okay, right. Now this is, for this how much amount of energy is required? Ms delta T, M is 1. Some people will get how this fellow got here 540, that is M into L. 1 gram into 540 calories, everything in CGS unit. Here also M into L, this is ice, this is steam. Next, for this what is the energy required? Ms delta T. So Ms delta T means how much? 1 into 100. So it has taken 100 calories, 100 calories completed. Now next, whether we got equilibrium or not? Yes, 0 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Celsius. We got equilibrium. And next possibility for water? Next possibility for water is water at 100 degrees should become steam at 100 degrees. So next possibility is water at 100 degrees will become steam at 100 degrees. 1 gram of steam at 100 degrees. Steam at 100 degrees. So here also equilibrium is there, because 100 degrees, 100 degrees. Equilibrium means temperature should be same, even if the state is different, no problem. Now whether this is possible or not, we have to think. We already taken 540 calories from steam, 80 I used here, 100 I used here. So 180 completed. 180 completed. Still, if this 1 gram of water at 100 degrees, here you have to understand very carefully when equilibrium stops, that is more important. See, 1 gram of water at 100 degrees to become 1 gram of steam at 100 degrees, reverse this, 540 calories I want. 540 calories I want. So whether this 540 calories available now, I have already in that 5 party I used 80 and 100. So another 5 party is not possible. To give this, this water should reduce its temperature. To give that this value of heat, water will reduce its temperature from 0 degrees Celsius, it may go to some 50 degrees or 0 degrees water. So that means again if water reduces, if it is coming to 0 degrees water, whether equilibrium is established? Equilibrium is not established. Why? Because steam at 100 degrees, again heat will flow. That means I have to stop this equilibrium here only. So equilibrium stops here. This step is not possible. So equilibrium stops. Equilibrium is stopped. That means I want only 180 calories to establish the equilibrium, but steam is giving 540 calories. So for that reason what happens, some part of steam will melt to give this 180 calories. Some part of steam will melt to give this 180 calories, and remaining part remains like that only. How much part it melts, that we can take 540 m into L is equal to 180, because I want only 180 calories. So m into L is equal to 180. Then L value of steam is, here instead of giving 540 I have to take 180 only, that is m into 540 is equal to 180, then m is equal to 1 by 3 gram. So 1 by 3 gram of steam will melt to bring the equilibrium. Here instead of 1 gram, 1 by 3 gram of steam will melt, and it will convert 1 gram of ice into 1 gram of water at 100 degrees. So in equilibrium what happens, 1 plus 1 by 3 gram of water will be there, 1 plus 1 by 3 gram of water will be there, and 1 minus 1 by 3 gram of steam will be there, 1 minus 1 by 3 gram of steam. Okay, this is how you have to apply law of mixtures. See, here the main concept lies here is where to stop the equilibrium. Equilibrium stops once you are getting common temperature. And next step, if you are trying, if that equilibrium breaks, you have to stop there only. Because here 100 degrees Celsius water is there, I can go to steam also. But when I am going to steam, I want some more energy. From where I will get that energy? From this steam only. So this water at 100 degrees should reduce. It must come to less temperature. When it is coming to less temperature, then it is not possible. Equilibrium is not possible. This 100 degrees will go to 90 or 80. Somewhere it may go. So when it is going, again this is 100 degrees, this is 80 degrees. Again heat flows. So therefore equilibrium stops here only. And what is the final temperature of the mixture is 100 degrees Celsius is the final temperature. And what is the composition means? This is 1 plus 1 by 3 gram of water and 1 minus 1 by 3 gram of steam. So in equilibrium it contains 1 plus 1 by 3 means 4 by 3 gram of water, 4 by 3 gram of water, and 1 by 3, 1 minus 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3 gram of steam. This is the story of law of mixture. So this is how you have to apply. In exam they will give very simple. Question will be very simple, one word only. 1 gram of ice at 0 degrees Celsius is mixed with 1 gram of steam at 100 degrees Celsius. Find the equilibrium temperature and composition of the mixture. So this is the answer. So this is all about your calorimetry. Just you can be very careful with the law of mixtures, and you have to remember when the equilibrium should stop. So thank you everyone for joining me, and if you have any doubts or any comments to write, you can leave in the comment section, and please subscribe my channel and like the videos and share to your friends. Thank you.